Most people don't realize they're stuck in a cycle that quietly destroys their progress. It sounds harmless at first. You save some money, you feel good about it, and then you think, I've been doing well, I can spend a little, and just like that, the progress disappears. Not all at once, but slowly, repeatedly, in a pattern that feels justified every time it happens. And because it feels justified, it's hard to see it as a problem. It feels like balance. It feels like reward. But what's really happening is you're resetting your progress over and over again. You build, then you undo. You move forward, then you slide back. And over time, that creates the feeling of being stuck, even though you're putting in effort. That's the trap. Not overspending, not lack of discipline, but the belief that saving earns you the right to spend what you just saved. And that belief is what we fix today. Here's why this happens. Saving creates a psychological reward. You feel responsible. You feel in control. You feel like you're finally doing things right. And your brain wants to celebrate that. It wants to release that tension. So it looks for a way to reward you. And the easiest way to do that is through spending. That's why this pattern feels automatic. You're not consciously deciding to undo your progress. You're responding to the emotional release that comes from doing something right. But this creates a loop. Save, feel good, spend, reset. Save, feel good, spend, reset. And because the spending is justified, it doesn't feel like a mistake. It feels earned. That's what makes this so dangerous. Because you don't question it. You don't stop it. You repeat it. And over time, it prevents your money from ever building in a meaningful way. So here's the shift. Saving is not something you earn the right to undo. It's something you protect. Because saving is what creates stability. It's what builds your future. It's what gives you options. And the moment you treat it like something temporary, it loses its power. Instead of thinking, I saved, so I can spend, you start thinking, I saved, so I keep it. So I keep it. That's the new rule. Because once money moves into savings, it changes purpose. It's no longer available. It's no longer part of your spending decisions. It has a job now. And that job is to stay. That's how you break the cycle. Not by trying to stop spending entirely, but by separating saving from spending completely. They are not connected. One does not justify the other. Now here's where people get this wrong. They try to rely on discipline in the moment. They tell themselves they'll be stronger next time. They'll resist the urge. But that doesn't work long term. Because the urge isn't the problem. The system is. If your system allows saved money to feel accessible, you will eventually spend it. That's just how behavior works. So instead, you remove the option. You move your savings somewhere separate. Somewhere that isn't part of your daily spending. Somewhere that requires effort to access. Because friction creates protection, and protection creates consistency. When your savings aren't sitting in front of you, they stop feeling like an option. They start feeling like something real. Something that matters. Something you don't touch. This is where everything you've built starts working together. Your spending ceiling controls your daily decisions. Your redirection strategy finds extra money. Your leftover rule captures what would have been wasted. And now, this rule protects what you've already saved. Because building money is one part of the process, but keeping it is just as important. And most people never reach that second part. They focus on getting ahead, but they don't protect what they gain. That's why nothing sticks. That's why it feels like progress disappears. But when you protect your savings, everything changes. Because now, progress doesn't reset. It compounds. It builds on itself. And over time, that creates a completely different financial experience. So, here's your action for today. Identify where this is happening in your life. Where are you saving? And then giving yourself permission to spend. Find that pattern. Then replace the rule. Saving does not justify spending. Saving creates protection. From this point forward, once money is saved, it stays saved. No exceptions. No emotional decisions. No justice once. Because once you break the cycle, everything starts to move faster. Your savings grow. Your confidence builds. Your stress decreases. And for the first time, it feels like your money is actually moving forward. And tomorrow, we're going to take this even further, showing you how to make your money work for you instead of just sitting there. If this helped you, like and subscribe to the Daily Yield, because we're building real financial progress, one step at a time.